Here we are with Barry Flatman of the Sunday Times, 22 years tennis correspondent for I don't know how many papers. What did you see tonight? Wawrinka, Djokovic. Were you surprised about the outcome?
I wasn't surprised, no. We've seen many great matches involving Stan Wawrinka. We saw a great match involving Stan Wawrinka and Novak Djokovic here last year. And we saw Stan Wawrinka put Andy Murray out of the US Open. So I think that he is the coming player. He is the emerging player, the guy that could break up the big four.
Vidas Gerulaitis once said that nobody beats Vidas Gerulaitis 17 times in a row. And, well, nobody beats Wawrinka 15 times in a row because he had lost 14 times in a row to Djokovic.
Yeah, he came close and he came closer and he came closer and now he's done it. And you have to admire the guy for his persistence, and you have to love the guy for the way he plays. That one-handed backhand. Somebody like you, who plays the game, you must love to see that one-handed backhand.
Yes, I think also Roger Federer would love to have that backhand, because Federer won 17 slams, but if he had the backhand or one-hand backhand of Wawrinka, maybe he would have won 25.
What a player that would have been, wouldn't it?
Listen, Barry. So anyway, Wawrinka will play Berdych in the semi-final. Berdych has won versus David Ferrer, 4 sets, and we will have in the final one player wasn't expected because if I remember well.
Yeah, well, I thought Novak Djokovic was going to win this title, and I thought Novak Djokovic was going to play Rafa Nadal in the final.
Didn't I see in a tweet of yours?
We all make mistakes.
Berdych was the last one who outside of the top 4.
We all forget about David Ferrer, don't we? We all forget about David Ferrer in the French Open. I hold my hands up. I got that wrong. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, anyway, so what about the women? The ladies, well, first of all, do you think that the winner of this tournament will come from the other side of the draw? I mean, either Nadal, who has to play Dimitrov tomorrow, or Federer or Murray?
Yes. I now think Nadal is going to win the title.
Oh, yeah? And who is going to win between Federer and Murray? Because that is a difficult prediction.
As a British journalist, I am certain that it's going to be Federer. Because I just don't think that Andy Murray has been tested at all in this tournament so far. He hasn't played a player of any real consequence. He's still on the way back from his back surgery. He hasn't played a 5-set match since Wimbledon last year. He hasn't played a top 10 player in a very, very long time. And I just, sadly, being British, I just don't think he's going to be ready for it.
But do you think that Federer is ready? Because even Federer didn't have such a great year last year.
But Federer last night against Tsonga was the Roger Federer we all want him to be again. He was playing attacking tennis. He was playing the sort of tennis that he can play and the sort of tennis that he hasn't really played for the last 3 or 4 years. And I think that was, for Roger Federer fans, maybe not British tennis fans, but for Roger Federer fans, that was a great sight to see. And I think he's back. I wouldn't be surprised about if we had yet another Federer-Nadal final.
And Barry, you're a true gentleman, so we can even talk about ladies tournament. What do you think?
I think Eugenie Bouchard is a star in the making. If she's not a star already, I think she played really well against Anna Ivanovic today. I think Li Na could well be the champion of the ladies this year.
And what about Azarenka? Won twice the last 2 editions.
She did, but I saw Li Na in Istanbul at the Women's Championships at the end of last year, and she seemed a much more determined competitor. Her coach, Carlos Rodriguez, said they were going away. They had distinct plans how to make her even a better player. And the one player that maybe she's intimidated by, Serena Williams, isn't around anymore. So I just kind of think that this is going to be Li Na's year here.
Well, I support Barry Flatman's prediction, and not just because he's a good friend of mine. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.